It was 1963 when the Corvette Stingray was first offered with the Z06 package. It was a secret little code. You could go into the dealer, fill it out, and get a much higher performance version of the Stingray. They brought it back in 2001, and here we are in 2015 with the latest C7 Stingray with the Z06 package. When they built the Stingray, it was always intended to have a high performance version, not just the Z06, also the Z07. And we're here in Nevada at Spring Mountain to take it out on the road, but more importantly, take it out on the track. The Stingray was the star of last year's Detroit show, and Chevy wanted to follow it up with another splash. The Z06 version that comes track ready right out of the gate. Featuring 625 horsepower, an all-new supercharged engine with an all-new 8-speed automatic transmission, and for the first time, a roof panel that's removable for open-air driving. This new Z06 is the fastest Corvette Stingray ever made. You get a lot of car.
The previous generation Z06 had an aluminum structure. This aluminum structure is all new, custom tailored for this car. We actually build it in-house at our Bowling Green assembly plant. Makes this structure that you see here 60% stiffer than the previous generation car and 100 pounds, or about 45 kilos, lighter. So lighter, stiffer, that's what you want in any sports car, it's what you want in any race car. It's a great foundation for the Z06.
Now, getting a chance to come to an event like this, you get to speak to the engineers that make this car, and they told me that one of the biggest goals was to broaden the envelope of the performance of the car. That doesn't mean just at the high end going flat out on the track. It's also what I'm doing, just driving it on the street. So it has to be able to do that very, very well. Because you've got a 6.2 liter supercharged engine under the hood with so much torque, 650 foot-pounds of torque, you can just loaf along in a gear here and use it almost like an automatic. I'm glad I got a chance to drive the manual on the street. Now, there's settings here, there's a dial in the middle, and you can just change at the flick of a button from Eco to get the best efficiency out of it, over to Touring, which I find the best for driving in city traffic. Sport firms things up, but it also changes the sound of the exhaust in the back, much more throaty exhaust, and then you go to track, and that's what we're going to do next, is take it out on the track. The transmission is easy to use, the clutch is nice and light, it doesn't beat you up. You could easily drive this car every day to work.
The other big news on this car is for the first time we're offering a paddle shifting automatic transmission. We heard from a lot of customers, maybe one, if you've got a couple buying a car, one wanted a stick and another didn't want a stick or couldn't drive a stick, and so they couldn't agree on buying a Z06. There's no automatic transmission in the world capable of standing up to this torque that fits in our space and is compatible with our cylinder deactivation system, so we had to engineer our own transmission.
After the break, we get to try out the first ever automatic transmission in a Corvette Z06. And the best thing, we try it out on the track.